Monarch movies taking us on a ride. Ooh, yeah. Through the silver screen, letting our dreams collide.
All right, welcome, Eric. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Brian. How are you?
I'm good. I want to say two quick things before we start. If you guys like this format and you want to be a part of the next episode, just comment in the comments with your favorite movie of all time, and you might be in the next one. Second thing is, this episode is brought to you by Ben & Jerry's Half Baked. Have you ever had a Half Baked, dude?
No.
No? Oh, it's so good, dude. Cookie dough and brownies, chocolate, vanilla ice cream. You got to get some. It's the best.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay, cool. They don't actually pay me. I just really love Half Baked. So we met the other night at my comedy show. What are your names, by the way?
Eric.
Maribel.
You were in the front row, and I asked you what your favorite movie was.
What's your favorite movie?
Tombstone. That's my favorite movie. Yeah.
Tombstone. That's your favorite movie.
All time.
It's better than The Godfather. It's better than Star Wars. Who else has seen Tombstone? Well, now I'm curious. How about this? I will watch Tombstone this weekend.
And I had never seen Tombstone, so I gave you the commitment that I would watch it this weekend, and I did watch it this weekend. All right, here we are. I promised Eric I would watch Tombstone, and I am going to watch Tombstone. It looks like it's 30 years old, over 2 hours long, and we got Val Kilmer and some other cowboy dudes. Alexa, turn off the fucking ceiling. Here we go. How many times have you seen Tombstone?
God, hundreds probably. Like I can quote every scene in that whole movie.
Oh my God, dude. That's crazy. What do you think of Young Guns in comparison?
Please, Dick, it's getting cold. I could have killed you, Dick. I could have killed you.
I like Young Guns. I like Tombstone a little better though. But, yeah.
I'll tell you from the get-go, I really liked Tombstone. I will tell you that.
I'm glad.
Yeah. And what does I'll Be Your Huckleberry mean? This is the Monarch movie trivia portion.
I'm your huckleberry.
Do you know what it means?
Yeah, so like I'm actually wearing the shirt if you didn't notice.
Oh yeah,
But,
look at that. Okay, explain to the
So-
crowd what I'll Be Your Huckleberry means.
So it's actually I'll be your hucklebearer. And a hucklebearer back then was the people that carried the casket. So he's basically
Oh.
telling the guy, like, I'm going to be the one to carry your casket. Like,
Oh, I looked
Like-
it up before we started this.
uh-huh.
Here is the actual definition that I found on the internet. In the 1800s, the phrase "I'm your huckleberry" was used to mean I'm the one you want, or I'm the right one for the job, or I'm the right match. Essentially, it meant that he was the one for the task at hand. But
Yeah.
I like your definition, and there's a very good chance the internet has a bunch of BS on there. You might be 100% right about the pallbearer thing. During our crowd work section, I noticed we talked about our poop protocol, and I know we have the same poop protocol when there's somebody around, and that is...
What's your poop protocol?
Turn up the music.
Turn up the music. I like that. That's what I do too.
turn the music up. That's what you said,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I feel like, there's certain couples that are like, if you get close enough and you're just like that close, you can poop in front of each other and don't worry about the noise. You know what? I think that is such BS. I feel like the only thing someone hearing me poop can do is make us further apart. That's how I feel about it. What's your favorite part of the movie, by the way, if you had to pick one part of Tombstone that you love the most?
Probably the end when Val Kilmer shows up to fight the guy at the end, for his friend. Yeah, he knew that his friend wasn't going to be able to beat him, so he went even though he was dying and he still fought for him.
Yeah, those are the kind of things that tug at my heartstrings as well. It's called sacrifice. You know what I'm talking about? Does Tombstone make you cry even after seeing it hundreds of times? Or did it the first time?
No, I didn't cry. That one
No?
I didn't.
All right.
No.
Yeah, it got me there at the end when they were kind of like giving you the summary of how everyone landed, at the last thing they do. that got me a little bit. And I'll tell you something, when a movie can make me cry, I give it an extra point or two. You know what I'm talking about? Because it moved me enough so that if it was a 5, I'll give it a fucking 6 or a 7, just because it was capable of making that come out of me. I'll give you a perfect example. You like Rocky movies?
I love Rocky movies.
What's your favorite Rocky movie?
Definitely when he fights the Russian guy, Drago.
4?
Was that
All right.
4? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a decent one. I think 3 is better, but that's just me.
Is that when he Apollo?
That's
2,
when he
right?
fights.
That's when he fights him. Yeah.
Mr. T and Hulk Hogan.
Oh, really? You like that?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I'll tell you why. I mean, I don't know if this will make it to the podcast thing, but when I was a kid, I was like 13 or 14 when it came out. I had never seen a Rocky movie. And my babysitter, once in a blue moon, we'd have a babysitter stay with us for the weekend. She took us to the water slides. I still remember she was like this ginger girl with a T-shirt, and that's all she wore. And her boobs were huge, and it was like a see-through T-shirt at the water park. And I was like, what the hell, lady? But she's like, after this, we're going to go see Rocky 3. And I was very adamant. I was like, no, I've never seen Rocky 1. I've never seen Rocky 2. I do not want to see this. And I put up a stink, and she made me go, and I loved it. And I think it's because it was the first Rocky movie that I saw. And, you know, I like wrestling sometimes, and Hulk Hogan was in it. But the reason I'm going down this path is because Rocky 5 is the worst Rocky movie ever made. I don't know if you agree. It's the one where Tommy Gunn is in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Rocky's retired and they have a street fight. But let me tell you something. Worst Rocky movie ever. Even the ones after that are way better. You know, Creed is better. Rocky Balboa is better. But there's one part of Rocky 5 that gets me every time, dude. It's when he has this black and white memory of Mickey, who passed away in Rocky 3, and he just has this memory of him telling him giving him support, and that gets me every time. So Rocky 5 is like a 4 out of 10, but because of that scene, I'll give it a 6. I'll tell you what my final synopsis here about Tombstone. I definitely think it's a great movie, and the cast is amazing. The acting was good. It made me feel something at the end. So I'm going to give it an 8. Now, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, though. It's probably a 7, but it got me at the end, like I told you earlier, so I upped it a point. I'm giving it an 8. Yeah, I don't know if it's better than, The Empire Strikes Back or Wedding Crashers, but... yeah, dude. Everyone has different tastes, just like... Yeah. People have different sense of humor, Sometimes you kill at a crowd, and other times, like the one you were at, they're just staring at you like, what is this dude talking about? So, no, it was a pretty good crowd that night. But, all right. Hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. And as a matter of fact, for doing this, I decided I'm going to give you one of 2 prizes for being on the show today. All right?
Oh, sweet.
Number 1 is you can come to another comedy show with your girlfriend, and I'll comp you. I'll get you in there for free. If you don't care about that, I don't know how much you love comedy shows, but we do have a lot of big names on the shows sometimes. I got this. I don't know if you like South Park, but this is a Mr. Hanky and his son Simon figurine. They do not make these anymore. I pretty much have the last of them. I was quite the entrepreneur like 20 years ago, and I bought like cases of these things to resell. And they go for like $50 on eBay. But yeah, let me know. What do you prefer?
I would like to go to another show. I'll go to another comedy show.
Sorry, Mr. Hanky, and your mentally handicapped son, Simon, with a peanut. He has a peanut that grew in his head. That's why he's mentally handicapped. I don't know if you've seen that episode. And I appreciate you taking the time to do this. And we have completed Monarch Movies Tombstone.
Yeah. Glad he liked it.
Yeah. Thanks, dude.
Monarch
Appreciate you stopping by.
movies never gonna fade away. Lights, camera, action, let's press play.
All right, how about you just text me real fast, okay? And then I'll have your number. Just send me your name. What's up? Are you here by yourself? What are you doing? Just chilling, watching the show?
Yeah.
Did you text me your name right now? I want to see that you are not fucking with me. Because I'm not watching Tombstone unless there's going to be something happening here. Well, there it is. Eric. Did you say your name was Eric the first time I asked?
Yeah.
Did he? Okay, my bad.